Jellyfish, the ghosts of the ocean. When most people hear the word jellyfish, the image of a see-through ghost-like creature drifting through the water comes to mind. This may be far from the truth because there are over 2,000 different types of jellyfish that inhabit our oceans. However, many of these creatures could fit this eerie description. Jellyfish have been around for over 500 million years, long before the dinosaurs roamed the earth. They are simple animals consisting of little more than a sack of jelly and stinging cells. Yet despite their apparent simplicity, they are incredibly important members of our marine ecosystems. So how did jellyfish become the ghosts of the ocean? Before we continue, make sure to hit the like button for more videos. And without further ado, let's get started. In order to understand how jellyfish became the ghosts of the ocean, it's important to know a little bit about these strange creatures themselves. Jellyfish have existed for hundreds of millions of years. They are thought to have first appeared during the Ediacaran period, which lasted from about 635 to 541 million years ago. That's a long time ago. During this time, most life on Earth was restricted to the oceans. And among the first animals to evolve were the Medusozoa, a group that includes all modern jellyfish. These early jellyfish were likely very different from the jellyfish we know today. They probably had simpler body plans and weren't as large or as complex. Over the next few hundred million years, however, jellyfish would evolve and diversify. They developed stinging cells which they used to capture prey and defend against predators. They also began to exhibit the basic body plan that many modern jellyfish still have. Jellyfish are simple creatures, but they do have a sort of body plan. Most jellyfish have a central mouth surrounded by stinging cells. These cells are used to capture prey and defend against predators. The stinging cells also help jellyfish move through the water. When the cells are triggered, they release a venom that can paralyze prey or deter predators. The rest of the jellyfish's body is made up of a gelatinous substance called mesoglia. The mesoglia provides support for the jellyfish and helps it maintain its shape. Many jellyfish also have a layer of muscle cells that allow them to move around. Some jellyfish can move independently, while others are more sedentary. Jellyfish typically reproduce sexually, but some can also reproduce asexually. They usually start out as polyps, which are small, cylindrical creatures that live in groups. Polyps reproduce by budding, which is a form of asexual reproduction. Eventually, the polyps grow into adult jellyfish, which are free-floating creatures that move around in the water column. The reason why jellyfish are considered to be ghosts is because of their transparency. Jellyfish are often translucent or semi-transparent, which means that light can pass through their bodies. This makes them difficult to see when they're floating in the water. And if you see through them, it looks like a ghost is passing by. Another reason why jellyfish are considered to be ghosts is because they're often found in deep, dark waters. Jellyfish are well adapted to living in low light conditions. This means that they're often in places where humans don't go. As a result, jellyfish are rarely seen, which adds to their mysterious and ghostly reputation. So those are just some reasons why jellyfish are known as ghosts of the ocean. Despite their seemingly fragile nature, jellyfish are actually quite tough. Their sting can be incredibly painful and in some cases deadly to humans. And they're also able to survive in a wide range of environments. One reason why jellyfish are so successful is their ability to adapt to different environments. There are jellyfish that live in both cold and warm waters, as well as jellyfish that can tolerate a wide range of salinities. This allows them to thrive in many different habitats around the world. Another reason why jellyfish are so successful is their reproductive strategy. Jellyfish can reproduce both sexually and asexually, which gives them more flexibility in terms of how they produce offspring. This also means that they can reproduce quickly and efficiently. Finally, jellyfish are simply everywhere. They're found in all of the world's oceans and in a variety of habitats. This widespread distribution means that jellyfish have a high likelihood of being successful in at least some parts of the world. Overall, jellyfish are tough, adaptable creatures that are well suited to a variety of environments. This explains why they're such a successful group of animals. Jellyfish are an integral part of our marine ecosystems. They play an important role in the food chain as both predator and prey. Many fish species feed on jellyfish, and jellyfish also feed on other small aquatic creatures. This helps to keep the populations of these species in check. Additionally, jellyfish are also indicators of environmental health. They're sensitive to changes in water quality and temperature, so their presence or absence can tell us how healthy an ecosystem is. For example, if there's a lot of jellyfish in an area, it could mean that the water quality is poor or that the ecosystem is out of balance. Jellyfish blooms, which are sudden increases in the number of jellyfish in an area, can be harmful to humans. They can clog fishing nets, which can damage fishing gear and reduce the catch of fishermen. Jellyfish stings can also be painful and in some cases deadly to humans. Finally, jellyfish can also cause problems for the tourism industry. Jellyfish stings can ruin a day at the beach, and jellyfish blooms can make swimming and other water activities dangerous. Jellyfish are often seen as a nuisance, but they are actually an important part of our marine ecosystems. They play an important role in the food chain and are also indicators of environmental health. Jellyfish blooms can cause problems for humans, but these creatures are essential to the balance of our oceans. As we continue to learn more about jellyfish, we'll undoubtedly discover even more interesting facts about these amazing creatures. One thing is certain though, jellyfish are an important part of our marine ecosystems and we should appreciate and protect them for years to come. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching. Until next time. One of the most fascinating aspects of jellyfish is their life cycle. Jellyfish typically begin their lives as eggs laid by adult jellyfish. The eggs hatch into tiny polyps, which are small, cylindrical organisms that live in groups. The polyps feed on plankton and other small aquatic creatures. After a period of growth, the polyps begin to bud, which is a form of asexual reproduction. The buds grow into new polyps or in some cases into adult jellyfish. The process of budding allows the jellyfish to reproduce quickly and efficiently. Once the polyps reach a certain size, they transform into the familiar bell-shaped jellyfish. This stage of the life cycle is known as metamorphosis. The jellyfish then begin to swim around and feed on plankton and other small creatures. Adult jellyfish can reproduce sexually, producing eggs and sperm that can then be fertilized by other jellyfish. The fertilized eggs hatch into new jellyfish, and the cycle begins again. While jellyfish may seem like simple creatures, their life cycles are actually quite complex. From their humble beginnings as polyps to their transformation into bell-shaped adults, jellyfish undergo a remarkable journey of growth and development. There are several predators that feed on jellyfish, including sea turtles, some fish species, and even other jellyfish. Jellyfish are an important food source for many sea turtles, particularly the leatherback sea turtle. Leatherback sea turtles are specially adapted to feed on jellyfish, and they're one of the only predators that are not usually stung by jellyfish. Fish such as tuna and swordfish also feed on jellyfish, and some jellyfish species are even poisonous enough to deter predators. However, there are also other jellyfish that prey on other animals, including fish and other invertebrates. These jellyfish typically use their stinging cells to immobilize their prey, and then they consume the jellyfish. Some jellyfish are capable of bioluminescence, meaning that they can produce light. This ability is due to a chemical reaction that takes place within the jellyfish. Bioluminescence is thought to serve several purposes for jellyfish. It may help them to camouflage themselves by matching the color of the moonlight or starlight, making them more difficult for predators to see. Bioluminescence can also be used to attract prey, as in the case of the crystal jelly, which uses its bioluminescent tentacles to capture small fish. Additionally, some jellyfish use bioluminescence to communicate with each other, although we don't know much about this behavior. Finally, bioluminescence may also serve as a defense mechanism, either by startling potential predators or by providing a means of escape. For example, some jellyfish can release a cloud of bioluminescent mucus that obscures the vision of predators, allowing the jellyfish to swim away. One of the most amazing adaptations of jellyfish is their ability to regenerate their bodies. Some species of jellyfish, such as Turritopsis dohrnii, are capable of reverting to their polyp stage after reaching sexual maturity. This means that they can essentially start their life cycles over again, which could potentially make them immortal. This ability is due to a process known as transdifferentiation, in which one type of cell transforms directly into another type without going through a stem cell intermediate. This allows the jellyfish to take advantage of the polyp stage, which is a time of rapid growth and asexual reproduction. By switching from the medusa stage, which is characterized by sexual reproduction, to the polyp stage, the jellyfish can effectively clone itself and ensure the continuation of its species. Humans pose a significant threat to jellyfish populations worldwide. One of the main factors contributing to this threat is pollution, which can have a detrimental effect on jellyfish health and survival. Plastic waste, chemical runoff, and other forms of pollution can contaminate the water and harm jellyfish, leading to population declines. Overfishing is another major issue, as many fish species that feed on jellyfish are caught and consumed by humans. This can disrupt the balance of the ecosystem and lead to an overpopulation of jellyfish in some areas. Climate change also poses a serious risk to jellyfish by altering ocean temperatures and currents, which can impact jellyfish reproduction, growth, and survival. Rising ocean temperatures can lead to coral reef bleaching, which can negatively affect jellyfish populations that rely on coral reefs for habitat and food. The oceans are full of mystery and wonder, and the jellyfish are truly a sight to behold. With their ethereal beauty and otherworldly appearance, these creatures are a reminder of the incredible diversity of life that exists on our planet. Jellyfish are not only fascinating to observe, but also play an important role in maintaining the balance of our marine ecosystems. As we continue to explore the depths of our oceans, we are sure to uncover even more amazing things about jellyfish and the vital role they play in the web of life. So let us take a moment to appreciate these amazing creatures and the unique challenges they face in today's world. Let us work together to protect our oceans and ensure that future generations can marvel at the beauty of jellyfish for years to come.